Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now, in this video, we go back to the Nigerian political landscape, of course, and this time we catch up with the APC presidential campaign train as it hits the southwest. So the APC presidential campaign train hit the southwest recently, and it birthed in Lagos with President Buhari and Vice President Osinbajo being conveyed in a bus. So now, as they're being conveyed in a bus driving through the streets of Lagos, the Lagosians, of course, were not backwards in coming forwards with their verdict on the 4 years that they have experienced under this regime. So, ole, 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 ole. Was the shout that was ringing through the air as the bus traversed the bumpy roads of Lagos. So this was what the verdict was from the people of Lagos State. Ole, ole, of course, in Yoruba means thief, thief. And that is what they've reported back as a verdict to Buhari for the 4 years experience that they've had of him so far. Nothing's happened. The country has worsened. Security has gone down the drain. Everything has doubled in price. We all know what the story is. And in spite of all of the whitewashing media outputs that they have been dishing out, the verdict of the people of Nigeria has come in, and that verdict is only. Now, the thing with the Southwest is the Yoruba people is that they are people of their own mind. So you do not really tell a Yoruba person that what he's seeing is not what he's seeing, because he knows what he's seeing and he's seeing it with his own two eyes. He may well want to play nice for you, play nice to you rather, for various reasons, but really what he sees is what he sees, and what he knows is what he knows. And the verdict from the people of Lagos is ole, ole. So now, we had this ole, ole chant, and that ole, ole, by the way, it rang through the whole experience in Lagos for the Buhari APC campaign. So that's the verdict from Lagos, ole, ole, you know. And now they went on to, I think it was Ogun State, I think it was. And this time round, Adams Oshiomhole, rather, was put up front to be the shield. And there he was, the short little fella, making his usual bouncing noise. And what was the verdict from the people of Ogun State?
Ladies and gentlemen, I've come here to fulfill the primary purpose of today's event.
Well, ole, ole, of course, but that ole, ole was then followed up with stones being thrown. So the people of Ogun State are fed up with what they have experienced for the last 4 years, and they have this idiot governor that was trying to act like the tough guy. They weren't having it because they knew the medias were there, so nobody was going to shoot them, and the people gave their verdict, and the verdict in Ogun State also was ole, ole, and stones being thrown. So now this is quite interesting. So now the Southwest experience of the Buhari campaign, as can be summed up in one word, ole, you know, and that is what the people have fed back to him. So that's what they have described as their experience of the regime. So the Yoruba race has given a verdict to Buhari, and the verdict that the Yoruba race has given to Buhari is a verdict of ole. So now this is quite interesting. Now Lagos, of course, you know, is the largest voting hub in Nigeria, and it is where the largest votes are, and really the determining factor for the next Nigerian president are twofold: the votes from Lagos and the votes from Kano. And the votes from Lagos has really already come in, and that vote has been casted as Ole. So it would now be very difficult for anybody, haven't seen what we have all seen so far throughout this campaign, starting from Buhari's performance at the NTA when Kadir Ahmed was trying to spoon feed him and he still looked vacuous, to the verdict on the streets of Lagos where the people are chanting Ole. It will now be very, very difficult for them to then come and return a verdict of a Buhari victory in Lagos when the people of Lagos themselves have put in their verdict pre the elections, and they've described him as Ole, a thief. So it would be very difficult now for INEC to return figures to state that this person that the people of Lagos and the Southwest are describing as a thief is the exact same person that they voted for to rule over them, because what you have are rulers in Nigeria, not president, so it's not presiding over them, it's ruling over them. So the person that they returned this verdict of Ole on is now the person that they have decided to give another 4 years to rule over them. So it's very difficult for them to come out with that verdict. So it's a very interesting one from Lagos. The people of Lagos have put in their verdict. The verdict is Ole. I shall see if I can cut clips of that experience just so you can have a feel of it as well. Both the one in Lagos State and the one in Ogun State, where the Yoruba race have returned a verdict of Ole on Buhari, Malam Buhari, and the pastor preacher man, Osinbajo, you know. So that's the verdicts. Now, what verdicts say you, INEC? What figures are you now going to present? Because if they present a landslide for Buhari in Lagos or Kano, I'm not quite sure what the people would do, but there will definitely be a reaction to that. And even if they presented a victory to Buhari or in Lagos or Kano, it will be very difficult because Lagos has now given its verdicts, and Kano belongs to Kwakwanso, so I cannot really see how either state can be given to Buhari. So the people of Lagos have returned their verdict. What say you? Conversations in the comment section. That is where we have our discussions on this channel. So I'll leave you here and I'll meet you on the comment section, and I'll say peace.